Hello everybody, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to start off with painting a mushroom. So what I have is some colors on a palette. I have already used them. And I am going to make a line straight up. And on one side I'm going to make it lighter. And the size of the mushroom doesn't really matter. Just depends on how long you want to make it. I'm going to add some black to one side, just to give it a shadow, to make it darker. And I'm going to go back and add some brown. I switch brushes. Just depends on what I feel comfortable using. I'm going to add a little white. And as you can see, this mushroom's darker than these, but it's okay. I might lighten it a tiny bit more. So I just got some more white paint and I'm going to go over it. Next, I'm going to start with the top of my mushroom. And I'm using this paintbrush right here. It's a Grumbacher. And I'm just going to make a line. And just give it some shape. I think I might bring it down just a tiny bit. Just until I'm happy with it. I'm just trying to see which brush works for what I need. So I did switch off again. This too is a Grumbacher. This Grumbacher brush I bought in a kit. They have both watercolor and acrylic. So I'm just trying to make it look how I want to. Trying to make it a little bit even on both sides. If you want, you can always draw it out first. I did not do that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of black to one side. And that'll just blend in with the red. I didn't wipe my brush for this. I like the way the colors just mix. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of white. I am left-handed, as you can tell. So I have to be careful with putting my hand too close on the painting to prevent it from smearing. So I'm just trying to blend it. Okay. I think I'm going to add a tiny bit of orange because I have so much orange here that I haven't been able to use. I was planning on painting a squirrel today, and I ended up painting a rabbit. So with my rabbit, I ended up making her kind of a Victorian type rabbit, and I gave her a hat and a little rose for a brooch. Okay, I'm trying to make this side a little bit darker again. I'm gonna add a little bit more black. Okay, that's okay. So now what I'm going to do is I will add, so I'm gonna do this part right here with the mushrooms with the little black, and then just add white. So I'm just making little lines. They don't have to be perfect. They can be squiggly, they can be straight. It's just like a little shadow. And I'm just putting them wherever I think it needs it. Okay. Put one in here. Okay, so after I put my black, I am going to add white. So I'm just gonna get a brush. I'm gonna try this one. It's kind of flat. And I am just going to just pounce it a little bit. It doesn't have to be a dot. It kind of looks like popcorn. So as you can see, a little bit of white is mixing in with black, but that's okay because I like it like that. It kind of gives it a different color, little gray to it. I think this was pretty easy. Once you start painting one mushroom, it goes pretty fast. So in between, if it gets too dark, almost black, I just wipe my brush with a paper towel. Or you can use a rag if you have one that you use for painting. I always use paper towels. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna add some shadow on the bottom. So I'm gonna probably make it a little bit gray. So I'm gonna put a line underneath. I don't know about you, but this is where I kind of hold my breath sometimes. I'm just trying to get it a little straight as I can. Okay, so this is fine. I just want it to be like a shadow when I am applying. I'm gonna add white like this one. It's kind of just squiggly, and it's the same thing like I did right here on the mushroom. So what I'm gonna do is get white. Let me clean my brush, water, okay. I'm gonna get white, and then I'm just going to dab it. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it's just the way it is. It doesn't have to be a straight line. I do like this side, and I don't know, I think this, maybe I need to make it a tiny bit gray there because a little bit of, there's just too much white for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some gray again. And then I'm gonna add some white. Clean my brush. And I'm gonna apply some more. That looks pretty good. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the stem part. And I'm going to use, I think I'm gonna use this one is extremely small. Let me see what I have. I think I'll try this one. This one's small too. And it's very pointy. Okay, so let me get some white on my brush. And I'm just gonna make a little line. I think there was something on my brush. And you can just use your finger to wipe it if you need to. Okay. So then I'm gonna make another line. And it doesn't have to be straight, it can be squiggly. I like to do it squiggly. Just jumping around, just adding lines. Okay, that looks pretty good. So there you have a mushroom. I'm just not happy with this little spot here. I see that it needs just a tiny bit more. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit of the red and, let me see here. I'm gonna add a little bit of reddish color to it. It's just, that's a little bit too light. Okay, that's a little better. I think so. I'm just trying to clean it up a little bit. Okay, that looks good. I hope you can see that. Well, okay, I think I'm finished with this mushroom. It's pretty easy. And as you can see, these are pretty much the same. This one's a little bit different right here. It has like a shadow underneath it, but these two are basically the same. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.